Dennis Brunelle, and I'm the chairman of the Saratoga Springs Housing Authority. Do I need my address?
Please.
I live at 3 Holly Drive in Saratoga Springs.
Thank you.
At the last meeting, the residents here made a presentation to you, and I'm sure it was in good faith that they came and they were very anxious about the problem of bed bugs. However, I did want to address some of the issues that they presented to you. Number one is they created the impression that there was a major infestation at Stonecrest with bed bugs. We had a series of meetings since that meeting. We did some research and we confirmed that there was a relatively small problem, small number of units in Stonecrest that had evidence of bed bugs. So that's the one thing that I wanted to clarify. The second thing is, the impression was that the Housing Authority was doing nothing to treat them. The Housing Authority had made available steamers, and the expectation was that the resident of the apartment would take the steamer and do their own apartment, unless they couldn't do it themselves. If they were unable to do it themselves, the maintenance staff would do it. And that philosophy is based on the fact that we want to encourage independence and foster the concept that it's their unit, it's their living environment, and that if they can take care of it, they should be able to. So that was the second issue. The third thing that was presented was that the director of the Housing Authority had threatened people that if they spoke up, that there would be a consequence to them for it. When this problem first started, there were mattresses left outside on the dumpster in back of the Housing Authority. And before we were informed of it, residents were calling the newspaper, complaining that we weren't doing anything about these mattresses. I got called personally within about 4 hours after they were setting against this dumpster. I immediately called Ed Spahowski. He went to the dumpster on his own by himself, put it in his truck, and took the mattresses to the dump. The following board meeting, we asked the residents for a courtesy of at least letting us know that there's a problem before going to the newspapers. And I believe that was misconstrued as anyone threatening the residents, not to speak up. So I did want to clarify that. I can assure you that the Housing Authority is very concerned, although it's a relatively small number of units. We're relatively very, very concerned about making sure that the matter is corrected. There were measures instituted as soon as we found out about it, and one of the things we've been doing is putting together a plan to address it long term. We believe that the plan is sound and it's very effective. So my main reason here, and our main reason, is to let you know that we're aware that there's a problem. It's not a major infestation, and people in the community should not be worried about people in the Housing Authority coming near them for fear of spreading bed bugs. That's an unfortunate consequence that a lot of the residents are feeling. It's not a major issue. It's not a major infestation. We are doing everything reasonable to contain it. We believe the methods are adequate. And what I'd like to do is have Ed give you an idea of some of the measures that we got long term.